everybody, welcome back for this next lesson. Today we are working on our Photoshop Elements course, and today we're going to look at this little tool which is over here in our tools panel, and it looks like a level that you would put on some shelves to make sure your shelves are level. Okay, and that's exactly what it does. It levels out an image for you. So on the screen I've got this beautiful image in front of me, and as you can see it kind of slopes down. And I'm going to take you through these three options here. One of them is grow or shrink, one of them is remove background, and one is original size. So I'm just going to explain to you what will happen with this first image. Now when you draw a line to straighten your canvas, okay, you will find, and I'm just going to show you how to straighten it. We're going to draw a line so that it's much more flat and I can make it look as though my two images there are on level ground. So I'm just going to draw a line, click and let go, and I'm literally just left clicking and drawing a line, and as you can see that's what it does. It straightens it. What it doesn't do is anything with the edges around here, and from here we could go on and we could crop it ourselves to make it straighten out. Alternatively, I'm just going to edit and undo that, we could fill in the auto fill edges button. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again with the grow or shrink tool clicked, and I'm just going to draw that nice straight line again. There we go, and it's immediately straightened my image. But what it is also doing is Clever Photoshop is going to fill in around the parts that are missing. Pretty cool. And just give it a second because it's quite a big image, it's quite a complicated image, and yeah, needs a minute. There you go. So immediately it has filled in the image for me. It may have made my image slightly bigger or slightly smaller depending on the image and what you've done, what line you've drawn, but immediately I have now straightened my image. Clever, eh? Okay, so I'm just going to undo that again, and this time we're going to click on the second one. Now this one that says will crop to remove background, what this will do will straighten it and crop the image, so it will actually make the image smaller. It won't fill in, it will just create a smaller image. There we go. As you can see, it's just cropped it based on me straightening out that image. Let's edit and undo that one again. This time we're going to use the third one. Now with this one, what this will do is it will if I keep this autofill edges, well, let me show you without autofill to start with. So this should keep the original size. So we're going to straighten again, and there you go. It's kept the original size, but it's just straightened it. Okay, it won't do anything other than that. But once again, if we fill in the autofill edges and we draw that same line like so, it's doing its thing. But this time it will autofill for us, but it will keep the original size. It won't make it bigger or smaller. Not so happy with that one. Looks a little bit squiffed. Probably the line I drew. But we can edit, undo it, and we can try again. Let's just try that one more time. I might make a slightly bigger line this time and just line that up with that tree. There we go. So this time, because I've clicked autofill edges, it will fill the edges for me, but it will keep the image exactly the same size. There we go. So the first one, as I say, when you draw a line to straighten your canvas, then you will often see a red area that will appear afterwards. Okay, but if the autofill image is checked, Photoshop will straighten and fill any parts of the image to create a complete image again. Okay, and it may make things bigger, it may make things smaller. The reason I think this one isn't always showing on a, yeah, it's a PNG file, okay, PNG file. So if it was a JPEG file, then you would see red lines before it actually does, once it's done the growing or shrinking. If you haven't selected the autofill edges, what you'll see is it'll give you a red mark around it to show you that it may be straight, but you've got these pieces that are missing. Okay, mine is a PNG image, so it's not doing that, but it's the same principle. Then if you crop to remove the background, this will straighten it and crop it, and it will make the image smaller. Then this last one, again, the red will appear if you've got a JPEG. I've got a PNG, but it will autofill the edges, but it will keep it to the original size. Okay, so those are the 3 ways that you can actually straighten an image out. It would be a lot easier if I had a JPEG. I couldn't find a JPEG, but you can play around with it. Open up a JPEG file, do the same things that I've taught you in this tutorial, and then you will see the red lines come up and show you actually you've got bits missing. But as long as you've got the autofill edges, you can have it at a larger size or maybe a smaller size depending on the image. You can have it on a smaller image, or you can have the original. Okay, but either way it will straighten it all out for you. So I hope that little video was useful. It teaches you a new tool, and I'll come back with a second video very shortly. So until then, play around with your Photoshop and craft yourself happy, guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon.